Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 of £2 coins we're going to be hunting through, looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value but ideally missing coins from the book. Any of those 4 Commonwealth Games would be very nice to find because the only other thing we need is the Olympic Rio handover. I can't believe we've got this far into the book needing 1 commemorative plus 4 Commonwealth Games, which yes are commemoratives, but the fact that we've still not found any of those 4, a little bit concerning. But let's get into this bag, see if we can break that dry streak today. Bag number 1 then, let's see what we get. That's Technologies, the standard definitive design used on £2 coins up until 2015. There are some lower minted years, but they're not desirable enough that I tend to keep my eyes out for any particular one. Our first commemorative is Gunpowder Plot, Guy Fawkes. Fairly common coin, worth just face value, but it's a commemorative at least, and every collection to be complete needs even the most common of coins, so there we go. But I'm just perplexed that after all this time we have still yet to find our first Commonwealth Games £2 coin. Of course they are scarce, which is why they're some of the last ones that we need to complete the book, but given the volumes of coins that I go through, I would have thought by now we would have found one of them, maybe? Apparently not though. There's Charles Dickens, again, fairly common coin. But let's just cross our fingers. If we keep on at it, we'll find some. Brunel's Achievements, the Archers at Paddington Station, one of 2 Brunel coins you can find. We do have counters tracking some of the coins that we find during the hunts. It's just so at the end of completing this book we can look at those counters and say, wow, look, over this period of time, this amount of coins hunted through, I found this many of that many of this, blah 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 blah. I don't do it for all the different commemoratives, of course, because that would take far too long to edit these videos. If I had more time, unlimited time, of course, that would be great, but it is not the case. Brunel's Portrait, that is the other Brunel, completing the little Brunel duology. And there's the Trinity House commemorative. Fairly common coin. Not as desirable as some others with a similar mintage figure, but there we go. There we go. Shakespeare's Comedies. This is the rarest of the 3 Shakespeare £2 coins. Check the edge inscription. All the worlds are staged. That is correct for this coin, of course. Edge inscriptions are unique to the design. I check all the 2016s during the hunt to see if we found any exciting errors. I will check off camera before we end the video to see if there are any other exciting errors that I've missed. So whilst we're talking about edge inscriptions, let's see if we can do an edge hunt. So then, in fact, that first one, in peace, goodwill, in victory, magnanimity, would be the VE Day anniversary. There we go. No rotation error. Bit screw with there. Anything else from this bag? Oh, I can see wibbly wobbly lines, second from the left. That'll be Trevithick's steam locomotive. There we go. Again, fairly common coin. Not the most common of the common coins, if that makes any sense. I think the rest just says Standing on the Shoulders of Giants, which is the edge inscription on the definitive Technologies. We always do a double check though, just in case I've missed something. But there we go, that is how edge inscriptions work. Of course, edge inscription errors happen from time to time. The wrong edge inscription is on the the edge inscription is wrong for the specific coin. There's Britannia. What year was that? 2016. So this became the new definitive, replacing this Technology design. Of course, this has now been replaced. This is no longer the current definitive design. We have the Floral Emblems series that was part of King Charles III's new definitive coinage. Edge inscription is correct for that. It says the right Latin words. I can't remember what they mean or what the words are, but I recognise them at least. So yeah, the wrong edge inscriptions do get put on coins from time to time. Well, actually, the wrong designs get struck on the blanks, because the blanks already have the edge inscriptions and they get struck with the designs. Rugby World Cup. Another fairly common coin. So yeah, depends if you're a depends on your outlook, whether it's the wrong edge inscription on the coin or the wrong coin on that edge inscription, because the edge inscription is put on first before they get struck. But it has happened with some coins. I would also check for rotation errors. That's what we've been checking, because in the UK we rotate our coins like this and it should be the right way around. In the US you flip them that way, that's coin aligned, whereas our coins in the UK are medal aligned. There are some older UK coins which are coin aligned, but nothing that's in circulation today that should be coin aligned. They should all be medal aligned, I think. Caveat that because I might be missing or forgetting something specific, but I don't think that is the case. The other thing we sometimes find are double die errors. So it's not that the coin has been struck twice, it's that the die has been struck twice, so it imparts a bit of doubling on the coin. But I will show you if I find anything at the end of the video. That's the Army Centenary, no rotation error for King and Country. That's all as it should be. Again, a fairly common coin. We're getting a good spread of commemoratives, aren't we? We've had a few hunts recently where we've not found a lot of coins. It is all just luck of the dice though. Luck, chance, and hoping that we come across something really rare and exciting. Which won't happen in every video. We normally find some goodies, but there we go. Nothing more for that bag. So the year is marching on swiftly. I keep meaning to grab my Christmas jumpers out, but I keep forgetting that it's that time of the year where I can start wearing my Christmas jumpers again. But maybe in the next video I'll remember. Charles Dickens there. That's a nicer quality one though. Very shiny. But it's just worth face value because it's a fairly common £2 coin. Naturally, the ones you'll find more often, whether that's in your change or if you do coin hunts like I do, I know many people do, the ones you're going to find most prevalently are going to be the common ones. That's just how probability works. But every now and again, lightning will strike and you'll find something really exciting. But not in that bag. That was a bad example. Imagine if I'd said every now and again lightning will strike and you'll find something amazing, and out popped the Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland. That would have been manifesting an exciting coin. Like this one if it's a rotation error. Bah. Sadly not. Another Rugby World Cup. Or in an IFC sometimes, because so we haven't had a new £2 coin put into circulation since 2016. However, since 2016 the Royal Mint have produced 2, 3, 4, some years more than that, different commemorative £2 coins which you've been able to purchase. Now every now and again one of those coins, for one reason or another, will get broken out of its packaging and spent or paid into a bank. Oh, that's quite nice. London Underground Roundel, one of 2 London Underground £2 coins that are worth a smidge over face value. Very nice. Yeah, every now and again one of these non-circulating designs will make their way into circulation. So I have found an Agatha Christie, an H.G. Wells and a Jane Austen. The only NIFCs on the £2 I can find are authors, so George Orwell Inbound. Hopefully, that would be amazing. Oh, actually, the Frankenstein £2 coin is for Mary Shelley, again an author, so that would make for an amazing find, being my favourite coin, full stop. Not just £2 coin, but coin overall. But we shall see. We shall see. They would also be very cool to find. Right, there's another Army Centenary. No rotation error for King and Country, as it should be, unfortunately. Right, penultimate bag. Let's see. Any Commonwealth Games? Any Commonwealth Games? No, not even a commemorative. Well, all the pressure is on the last bag then to reveal our first Commonwealth Games, but as usual there are links in the description of this video across to my coin collecting Discord server if you'd like to join me and other collectors over on that, as well as links to my other social media channels, the PO box address if you'd like to write into me, and a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, the company I work for as my day job, so please check them out too. I'm just going to whiz through all of these coins now and see if I've missed any exciting errors. Unfortunately, no exciting error coins to be added to our roster of finds, but we did get a handful of goodies. If I had to pick, I would go for the London Underground Roundel as my star find for today's video. But as usual, if you agree or disagree, let me know what you'd pick as the star find if you've had your own star find. Maybe it's better than mine, maybe it's not. Just let us know what coins you've been finding down in those comments too. All it leaves me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.